What's going on, y'all? I want to show you Vocalign Ultra on some rap vocals and some singing vocals. A Vocalign Ultra is replacing Vocalign Pro. So I picked up Vocalign Project Black Friday, let's see, 20 last year. Yeah. I picked up Vocalign Project last year, and just honestly, it's been hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's worked for me, sometimes it hasn't, and it's been kind of frustrating. I feel like the time that I've spent, trying to get it to work right, I could have just lined it up myself, and it very well could be user error. But we now have this new Vocalign Ultra, and so far in using it, it's been very reliable, very consistent, and is a huge upgrade over Vocalign Project, which is kind of the entry version into Vocalign. I never had Vocalign Pro, so I'm not familiar with it. But I do know that Vocalign Pro could do, I don't know if it's unlimited, but it could do a lot more dub tracks, where Vocalign Project, you could just do one dub track. But Vocalign Ultra takes some technology from Revoice because it allows you to not only does it keep, of course, its time aligning capabilities, but it also adds pitch into there. So it can line up two tracks or multiple tracks time wise and can also adjust it pitch wise, which I'll show you an example of that a little later. So right now I've got this rap vocal here, and what we're going to be dealing with is what I have in yellow. So we can see these ad libs. These first two are pretty on. We can see that this last one is a little bit out. But let's play it and take a quick listen.
I start from scratch to get my dough. I let the bread rise, make some more. I never trick or treat unless you own a pole or a private show. That's how I roll. Never been about saving hoes. Break them hoes and replace them hoes.
Okay, so we can clearly hear that that third and last ad lib is out of time a little bit. It's noticeably out of time, so we'll use Vocalign Ultra to try to correct that. So I don't have success a lot of times doing, say, 4, 8 bars or even 16 bars with using Vocalign. So the way I like to use it is, because these first two sound fine to me, I'm going to select just these events, and I like to use it that way, just kind of in smaller chunks. Just works better for me. So the way you use this, very easy, which I find is easier than Vocalign Project. But just select your guide and click capture. It's going to transfer it over. Select your dub, and before you click capture on the dub, what you want to do is select a preset. So I'm going to go to wrap, tightest timing, and then select capture under dub, and it's going to capture that with that preset. Below here, this yellow one, you can see how well it lines up, and you have different views. So this is the waveform view. This will be for pitch, and this is the view that you would typically see in Vocalign Project. I do prefer this wave view more than what I'm used to, which is this one. But once this output says ready, it is ready to go. It does it pretty quickly. And just over here to the right, you see we're on the basic settings. If you want to get to more advanced settings, just click that, and now you just have more options here. All right, so now that this is aligned, let's take a listen to it now and hear how it sounds.
For sure, that's how I roll. Never been about saving hoes. Break them hoes and replace them hoes.
Okay, sounds a lot better. It sounds tighter. And one thing that we have with Vocalign Ultra that we did not have with Project is that you can adjust the difference between the timing. So right now it's as tight as it can be. I'm just going to move this to as loose as it can be. And let's take a listen to that.
For sure, that's how I roll. Never been about saving hoes. Break them hoes and replace them hoes.
So it's almost back to, maybe where we started at first. So really nice that we have the option to adjust the timing there. I'm just going to show you a few more presets here, because we have some interesting ones under wrap creative. Let's see, low format. Let's check that one out. All right, let's listen to this.
For sure, that's how I roll. Never been about saving hoes. Break them hoes and replace them hoes.
You can hear it's just a little deeper voice there. And let's do one more. Low pitch dub is even lower. Let's go with this one. All right, says it's ready.
For sure, that's how I roll. Never been about saving hoes. Break them hoes and replace them hoes.
All right, not really hearing a difference on that one. But there's some interesting, especially under creative here, there's some interesting presets that you can do. All right, let's move on to some singing vocals because this can also adjust the pitch as well when it's doing a guide and a dub. So let's take a look at that. So here's the singing example we'll be working with.
Long time coming, long time coming, long time coming, long time coming.
So timing wise is pretty good. Pitch wise, I hear just a few things. The biggest thing I hear is listen to the tail end here. She just slides down to another note that's just not matched with the other one. Let's take a listen.
Long time coming.
So we'll see if Vocalign Ultra will correct that. Okay, so we're going to select the guide, and that would happen. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, let's shorten this up. Okay. And then for the dub, we're going to select vocal, double. Let's see. Let's do legato voice this time. I think we need to pick one that says pitch too, though. Okay, we'll do slightly loose with timing and pitch. And then we'll select our dub. Says it's ready. And okay, it's got it pretty tight even though it says loose. But all right, let's take a listen now.
Long time coming, long time coming, long time coming, long time coming.
Okay, so that's really impressive to me. It did fix that part on the end here. We'll listen one more time.
Long time coming.
As opposed to what it was before.
Long time coming.
And one more time with Vocalign Ultra.
Long time coming.
Yeah, so that's really impressive. Now, a lot of rappers I deal with, their ad libs are pretty tight, but singing vocals, it's hard to stack your vocals and stay on pitch at the same time, and this really helps with that. And once you have everything lined up the way that you want it, all you have to do at that point is just Command B to bounce it, and that will bounce it with with the processing from Vocalign Ultra. Then we go down to this one, bounce it, and it's done. Because the way that Vocalign works with the ARA technology in Studio One. It does it as an event effects. So once you bounce it, it renders it and then removes it from the track. So that is where I see the biggest use of this will be for me. I do a lot of pop vocals, and I really think that this will help with the timing as well as pitch correction on stacks and doubles and backgrounds and harmonies. So this is very well worth the price. Since I had Vocalign Project, the price for me with the intro offer was $209 to upgrade to Vocalign Ultra. I think the regular price for it on its own is $299. All right, so I will have a link in the description, of course. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time. I want to invite you to check out my podcast, the Faders Up Podcast, where we discuss pro audio and beyond. We discuss everything from recording to gear to the music business. So if you're an audio engineer, songwriter, recording artist, music producer, this podcast is for you. We recently started season 2, and we're going to have a lot of listener questions on this season, as well as some really cool guests that's lined up and giveaways as well. So if you've already subscribed and followed the podcast, thank you. If you haven't, it's available on all platforms, and I encourage you to check it out. Also, rate it and review it and let us know what you think.